If you're thinking of signing up for Empower, you need to watch this review first. On the surface, it looks like the ultimate free finance management platform to help you become financially free forever. But after thoroughly testing it over months, I discovered a few powerful features that can supercharge your wealth and some frustrating limitations that you have to know before you commit. But before we get into the specifics, let's be perfectly clear about one thing right now. Who is this Empower Finance app actually for? The truth is, Empower isn't for everyone. If you're just looking for a simple spending tracker, this might be overkill. Empower has one target user in mind, and that's the person who wants a complete, unified view of their entire financial picture, especially if you have investable assets and are thinking about retirement. It's for the person who's tired of logging into 10 different bank accounts, different credit cards, different investment apps. Think about the saver who wants to see their net worth grow, the investor who needs to check their portfolio's performance and fees, or the planner who is serious about mapping out their retirement. They've built their entire service around giving you this bird's eye view, right? The free dashboard pulls in all of your accounts, checking, savings, credit cards, loans, mortgages, investments, 401ks, all of that and more to show you your true net worth and your cash flow. But that's a lot of detail. Don't just take my word for it about anything. Let's actually look at some Empower app reviews from other users and see if the story becomes a bit clearer. Take this one user, for example. He said he'd been using the free tools since 2021, and he called the experience pretty solid for a free service, and said he primarily uses Empower for net worth tracking and portfolio monitoring. He also highlighted that he uses it for high-level budget analysis to see his total spend. I also came across this Empower retirement review from a long-term user. He said that he joined when they were still called Personal Capital, and his main reason for signing up was actually to make use of advanced strategies like tax loss harvesting and to get advice on handling stock options from his job. He called the retirement planning tool great for helping him understand his long-term goals. In short, Empower is built for the person who sees their financial app not just as a spending tracker, but as a command center for their wealth. Alright, so now that you know who the Empower app is actually for, let's get into the specific features that make it so powerful and the small hurdles that you need to be ready for. The first thing that looked so good to me and that really hooked me on it was actually the dashboard. So this is the heart of Empower, right? You land here and you do everything here, and you can immediately see your total cash, your investment, your credit balances, plus your net worth over time all in one place. It's that unified view I was missing with some other apps when I didn't get the entire picture at once that I wanted. And right here, you have the cash flow graph. So this lets you see your total income versus your total expenses across all of your linked accounts month after month. It automatically excludes things like transfers between your own accounts so that you're seeing true spending, so you don't need to track that by yourself. I found it especially useful for spotting trends that I completely missed when I was just looking at individual bank statements. And this ties directly into the budgeting widget. Now, heads up from my testing, you can't set specific budgeting goals here like you can in some other apps, but what it does do is automatically categorize your spending from all of your different connected accounts. It gives you an immediate, at a glance view of where your money is going. So yeah, that's a huge time saver. After Mint shut down, I actually saw a bunch of users looking for a new home, and that reflects in these reviews. So here's one reviewer who specifically called Empower a helpful and easy budgeting tool. And he mentioned that he switched over from Mint when the free Mint budgeting software ended, and he's been impressed with the interface and other services provided so far. And yeah, that sentiment seems pretty common. It kind of fills the void for a centralized automated spending tracker that a lot of people had with Mint, and a lot of those users kind of switched over. Now, one of the biggest reasons people choose Empower, based on my research, is the retirement and investing tools. So that aspect of it. So this is a real game changer for your long-term planning. The platform has a feature called the Retirement Fee Analyzer. This is where Empower really earns its keep for investors. So it uses your actual retirement account balances, your age, and your risk tolerance to show you exactly how much fees are eating into your potential savings over time and how much they'll eat away at it, right? So I ran my own 401k through it, and it was really eye-opening to see the graph of my potential nest egg before and after fees. For tracking your investments, you have the U index. So, this is your personal benchmark. It shows you the performance of all of your current stock, ETF, and mutual fund holdings as if they were a single portfolio, basically extrapolated backwards in time. It's a fantastic way to see how your personal picks are actually doing against the broader market, like the S&P 500. Most finance apps tell you what you own, and that's basically it. But Empower has this incredible tool called the Investment Checkup that tells you if what you own actually makes sense. This tool is so well regarded that it actually got a shout out from stockanalysis.com. When they looked at Empower, they specifically raved about this investment checkup feature, highlighting how it effectively reviews your cost efficiency and evaluates your asset allocation based on your personal goals. Another feature that saves you unnecessary headaches is the bill reminders. Once you link your credit cards and your loans, Empower automatically shows you due dates and amounts right on your dashboard, so no more missed payments. It pulls the data directly from your lenders, though for credit cards, it often shows the minimum due, so you still do need to be mindful of paying the full statement balance if that's what you plan to do. And if you ever need to dig deeper, the transaction page is your best friend. So it's a complete list of every single transaction from every linked account. You can filter by account type, like just credit or investment, to quickly find what you're looking for. I use this all the time to double check unfamiliar charges. Another user I came across raved about this centralized approach here, saying that it's an amazing app to use. No more manually tracking in spreadsheets. He was able to get all of his bank accounts and credit cards all in the same place. He did mention a small wish for a feature to handle negative credit card balances for a clearer business picture, but overall, the convenience was a huge win for him. Now, for the real techies, or maybe for those with complex portfolios, more so than mine, the depth of the investment and analytics is your gateway to even more tools and more depth. It connects your entire financial life, and it gives you insights that you'd typically have to pay a huge premium for elsewhere from like an accountant or from an advisor. But you know what? Of course, no platform is perfect. Nothing is going to be. There are a few things that you should be aware of before you subscribe to Empower. So, in my deep dive into the Empower app reviews, I came across a user who laid out his frustrations. He said it's a good app, but it has some issues. He pointed out that some tasks, like removing closed accounts, have to be done from a computer and not the phone because the website isn't fully mobile friendly for all functions. He also mentioned some bugs, like a persistent roadmap reminder that he couldn't clear. Now, in my own testing, I did find that the mobile app is great for checking your numbers on the go, but for more of the deep configuration and some troubleshooting, you will want to be at a computer. I also encountered a minor syncing delay with one of my credit card accounts once, which did fix itself within a day, but just something to note. Are any of these deal breakers? Well, for me, no, right? These are typically really small, fixable issues, and they're like, they're growing pains for a really powerful free tool. And while minor bugs and, a less robust mobile experience can be quite annoying, they don't break the core value of the platform, right? The incredible depth of the financial dashboard, the retirement tools, and the net worth tracking are where Empower consistently delivers for serious users. And when it comes to cost, Empower's pricing structure is actually very straightforward, especially for the value that you get. They have a famously free version that gives you that powerful dashboard, net worth tracking, budgeting, and the retirement planner, which is fantastic for getting immense value at no cost. And then they have the other tiers and the other tools that they add on. So for the most current Empower pricing, for all their tiers, for all of their information, and for any active promotions going on, and their latest fee structures for the managed accounts, make sure to check the link in the description of this Empower review video. We do try to keep it updated so that you can get the best possible deal for your situation. So, is Empower a power tool or a letdown? Well, I think for the right user, it is definitely a power tool. If you're ready to see if it's the right fit for you, just check the link in the description of this video to get started with their free dashboard.